I think of John Oakes, I think of Jan setting up her muffins, John running around setting up chairs and putting his little microphone on and teaching very amazing, in-depth Bible lessons and history lessons. He has been serving the church here for years, tirelessly. Never been on staff in that sense, in the staff sense, but always been part of the team and serving and building the church here in San Diego. But not only San Diego. I've actually shared this a number of times that I honestly don't know of anybody that has gone around the world more times than John Oakes teaching the Bible. And John has always been a little bit of like, where's Waldo? Where's John Oakes? You know, I'll send him an email if he could do contribution or communion or something in the service, and I find out he's in Tunisia right now, but he'll be back on Monday. John has really been an amazing example. Not only is he an academic scholar that we enjoy listening to, whether we understand or not. He's not only academic and scholarly, but he and Jan have always been great examples of just being disciples. Whether it's reaching out to people in their neighborhood, whether it's serving those that need help in the church, whether it's opening up their home and being hospitable and reaching out and pulling in the singles when we had no singles ministry for a while, and serving different ministries. Wherever they go, whatever they do, they're always ready to serve and give to the body of Christ. And for that, we're so grateful to them. You know, in ancient times, the teachers were called rabbis. I don't know if you know, it's the term that was most often used with Jesus. They called him rabbi. They called him teacher. No, we are not going to start calling John rabbi. Actually, Jesus forbid that in Matthew 23. He said, we're not to call anybody rabbi. But, you know, I was telling John in the back, I said, I do have to warn you because James says that teachers will be judged more strictly. And that's a very real thing. And in fact, Jesus said, I'm sending you prophets, sages, and teachers, and some of them you will kill and crucify. Others you will flog in your synagogues and pursue from town to town. Jesus knew that he was calling men and women to teach and preach in very dangerous situations because theirs is the role to preach and teach the truth, no matter how anybody feels about it. And what I appreciate so much about John is his devotion to the truth, his devotion to the scriptures, his devotion to saying things and explaining things as God intended them to be said and explained. Teachers were a very significant role in the New Testament. Acts chapter 13, verse 1, it says, now the church in Antioch, there were prophets and teachers, Barnabas, Simeon called Niger, Lucius of Cyrene, Manaen, who had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul. They were part of the team that impacted and strengthened the church. In 1 Corinthians 12:28, it says, and God has placed in the church, first of all, apostles, second, prophets, and third, teachers. And of course, in Ephesians 4, which I just read, they were part of the team that God put together to meet the needs of the church as the church grows. So I'm very excited today to present John, that we recognize him. John, come on up. We have a gift for you. It is a Torah, which is the first 5 books from Moses. This is not a pocket Torah.
Wow.
It's in Hebrew, so I'm going to challenge him to learn Hebrew.